Should we sing that?
My sunshine, my only sunshine, you make me happy when skies are gray. You never know, dear, how much I love you. Please don't take my sunshine away.
As a kid, whenever I was a bit depressed, I'd always reach out for a guitar. I still do. That's how I discovered music can heal. It can do more than just ease the pain. It can throw a lifeline to kids who can't be reached in any other way. That's the power of music.
A força da música. Narração de Paul McCartney.
For about 10 years now, like a lot of people in the music business, I've been supporting a charity that helps kids with problems. I knew that they used music therapy, but I didn't really know what music therapy was or how it worked. One day, I decided to find out. I found myself in a converted warehouse in Kentish Town, heading for a new musical experience. I was going to meet the centre's co-founder, Dr. Clive Robbins, an expert on music therapy, while we watched a group of parents and kids.
Hi, Paul. Come. Come and sit down.
Okay. Put this on.
Oh, fine. It's great you could get here. Yes, Christopher, he used to run around the room a lot and wouldn't be contained in the group. For him to be in a group and part of it is really a big step.
Hello, Martin.
There's Martin. He really didn't take part at all at first and would cover his face with his hands, but you can see that's gone now.
Yeah.
It's nice to see you here today.
He's looking at Jane. That's where the sun comes from.
Yeah. That's his mum.
Yes, and they're very pleased.
Yeah.
The father was here recently, and they were thrilled because they don't get this much response at home.
Yes.
Now, Katie won't at this stage use language. She won't try.
It's funny, actually, because my own son didn't learn sort of little bits of things to say. He suddenly came out talking.
With
He
the
was
whole
very
thing.
quiet for a long time, and then suddenly
Yeah.
started talking. So she's that way, only more seriously so, kind of thing.
Yes. Also, she's got really problems in articulating, in really producing fluent speech sounds.
Let's stretch, let's stretch.
And look, she's lifting. She just initiated the movement of lifting there. It's lovely for the parents to have the musical support for making this relationship that's active.
Yeah.
Again. Let's
Therapy depends really on a lot of good musical common sense and generosity and love. So it requires great training, really, to be a music therapist.
very smooth.
Now we get back in the circle.
That's little Peter, isn't it?
That's
That's his dad there, yeah.
With the
Saw
red.
them downstairs.
That's it. Is that what you call a strawberry blonde?
Yeah.
The nice thing about Peter is that when he first began, he was so dependent on his father.
Yeah.
Anything that had to be done, he turned to his father
Did he?
to do
Yes.
it or to help him.
Yeah.
But now, as you can see, he's much more independent.
Yeah. What happens when the kids go home after a session like this?
Well, the ones that begin to sing the songs. I mean, for example, Martin does that all the time. The other thing is it's the quality of the relationship. It's enriched here, and that goes home. See, there he is, independent of his father. this kind of directness was completely impossible before. But look at his eyes on Jane. The music just enchants him.
Is Jane just making this up?
No, this is a theme the children are used to. It's kind of structures. She sings this, and each one comes in and gets the instrument they choose.
And the girls have made this music themselves?
Yeah, it's
to
been
suit
written
the therapy.
particularly to suit the group, and the mood of it will have been composed to suit the group. Let's say it simply. Improvisation is the cutting edge of music therapy. It's what really matters.
These students are now in the last week of their training. They've been lucky, like me, to catch Clive on his annual visit to the centre.
It's really a life force. It's a force for growth, for internal change and fulfillment. And when you work with improvisation, that life force in you becomes really potent. It becomes effective in changing a life. And as the child's own musicality is aroused, he moves on to all manner of unforeseeable developments and growth. It's a marvelous age to begin with this kind of stimulation, because they need it, you know. They can't get it from life normally, generally.
No, I suppose the old-fashioned way was to just sort of leave them and feel sorry for them, and now it's more bring them out of their shells.
Or the doctors would say, oh, just forget this one. Have some more children.
Yeah.
You know, write this one off.
Yes.
That's happened so much in the past. The consultants actually recommend that children come here to the growing recognition of the place of music therapy, but also in early child development. Now here comes Katie. She gets, oh, she's going to get a drum and a cymbal. Oh, this is good. That's great.
Yeah. And then, and boom.
She can play them both today. Here it is, Katie. Katie can play the drum and the cymbal. Katie can... Come on. Big one. Play them both too. Oh, yes. Say.
Someone once said that if we could say in words what music says so fluently, we wouldn't need music. I think it expresses dynamics of the human personality, qualities of being, in a way that are very difficult to catch in words.
Carol, Clive's wife, is also a music therapist. The students with her are learning how to improvise.
Alfred, why don't you sing to Gary? When you begin to sing for someone else, this is a very personal kind of communication. You're saying, I want to be with you. I have a message for you, and I'm willing to give something of myself to you.
Knowing how to improvise is vital, so that you can instantly find a musical mood to match the child's mood. Take a boy like Justin, 10 years old and severely autistic. This means that impressions and messages from the outside world simply don't make sense to him. He's not unintelligent. He's just locked away in a completely private world where no one can reach him. That's why the special school he goes to has sent him here to the centre.
Justin. Okay. We're going to go to music now. Let's leave this here. Okay.
Justin needs individual therapy, and already he's starting to come alive. Where words have failed, music has reached out and touched him. Justin's working with Sybil Beresford Pierce, who's the director of the Nordhoff Robin Centre, and her co-therapist, Robin.
Through music, we'll be able to meet some of Justin's puzzlement, some of his frightenedness, and show him that the world is not quite such an alarming place.
La, la, la. Justin's here today. Sing, sing, oh sing now. Justin, sing a song.
That's okay, that's fine. Sure.
Let's have the symbol.
Yes. Okay.
I think the really important thing which we're trying to do is to use any responses he will give us to draw him into a working relationship with ourselves, which will eventually spread out into his ordinary school and home life. And we are using whatever he will do musically to achieve this end. When Justin came 5 months ago, he was totally uncoordinated. He was afraid of making any sort of contact, and he would rush around the room, and we could not get any physical contact with Justin. Now he's beginning to take some of his feelings and express them in the music.
You girls are going to have to help me out, you know. You're the experts. I'm at a loss now. I don't know what I'm doing. I'll play. When I joined the kids, I was as nervous as I've ever been. I thought they might just scatter or show no interest at all. Do you want to touch that? Come on, Pete. Touch that. Come on, Pete. Here. Okay. That's good. Look at this, watch. I'll show you to do it. Look, go. Shoo. 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 Here we go. Shoo. 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 But, just like my kids when they were little, they couldn't resist touching and strumming the guitar. Shoo. Shoo. And Peter is playing the guitar. Oh, yeah. That's very good. Very good. Bit more, please. Yeah. That's. See the big one? Look. Oh, it's a big one. Now there's a little one. That's good. Good like that. Like that. Should we try a song? Yeah?
Can sing, Martin can sing, Martin can sing to the guitar. Martin can sing Peter can play, Peter can play.
As always, music was the bridge. And I know from my own experience that music itself can be the teacher.
Peter can play, Peter can play.
And Martin?
Martin can play. Do that.
I had a great day with the kids. By the time I left, I was beginning to understand what music therapists are doing. They're creating music for children who have special emotional and physical needs, the kids we dismiss so easily as less than normal. But as I found out, music therapy isn't just for children. It can be used to help the brain damaged and the mentally ill of all ages. Look at the way it's being used in one of our biggest psychiatric hospitals.
A Força da Música. Narração de Paul McCartney. A Força da Música. Narração de Paul McCartney.
Frian Barnet, on the outskirts of London, has about 700 patients. Some of them have been here all their lives. It's their only home. It's into this enclosed world that music therapists bring the healing power of music. Therapists like Michelle Scott.
When I first walked into Frian, I'd never been anywhere like this in my life before. It hadn't come into my training. I think it's the corridors that just do your head in. Once I'd got over the horrors and once I'd decided, yes, I could find my way around, the need was just so enormous that I don't know what it was in me, but I felt, yes, I have to do it. Would you like to come and join us this morning?
I suppose I do.
That would be lovely.
Yeah.
Okay. So let's go and wait with Ronald. We're just waiting for Nicholas as well. Okay, we manage. Of the elderly clients I work with here, a lot of them don't have family, or if they have, they're quite isolated from them. So they're very isolated people that society won't accept anymore. So in some ways, you could say they're put in somewhere like this to rot. Do you want to go and wait for us by the door, Nicholas? You've been wonderful today. Okay, I'll sit by the door. Okay, well, let's go and see if we can go and join you.
I'm supposed to do a lot of things, but I don't do them.
Do you want to? Shall we go?
No.
You don't want to go?
No, I don't.
Okay, here we go. That's it. Make sure you get hold of the banister. Ronald! That's it. That's it, here we go. Okay, John, can you follow me behind? That's it. Can you manage that, Nicholas? Not too fast, Ron. That's it.
Listen easy.
Okay, Ron. You doing okay there? You manage?
Yeah.
Lovely.
Quite good.
Do you want to sit there? Or not actually, rather than in the group?
The one place I want to be in is heaven.
They have music therapy for a variety of reasons, partly because they need to feel that within their own living environment there is a space in the week which they have control over, have some fun, they can dance, they can sing, they actually have control over the session to do what they want to do.
135.
135, that's right, John. John, can you take Ronald right the way down to the bottom?
What?
Can you take Ronald right the way down to the bottom for music?
Oh, I love nothing to do with it.
They are people who are referred to a group, but no one is ever forced to come. If people don't choose to come, then they don't choose to come, and that's okay. Okay, you're going to stay with Lucy, and I'll just go find Mr. Fisher. Okay, I'll see you in a minute.
Fisher. If we do music too.
It's lovely, that one, Morris. And you're remembering all the words now. Summertime, the living is easy. Fish are jumping out of the spring, and the cotton is high. Your time is rich. Your mama's good looking. So hush, little baby, don't you cry. Don't you cry, Ronald. Don't you cry. Lovely. Not bad, you think? Not bad. Okay, thank you, Lucy. Thanks, Morris. That was lovely. Okay, Mr. Fisher, like to say good morning to Nicholas. Okay. Hello, Nicholas. We start a session with introductions, hellos and how do you do's, and to me it's just acknowledging that when the group were younger it would have been very much a part and parcel of their life, and it's something that doesn't happen obviously when you're in hospital for a long time. Okay, you're looking wonderful this morning. Okay. What about the gentleman sitting next to Lucy? Can anyone remember his name? Not Bob, no, this is Morris. Who's going to shake hands with Morris this morning? Hello, Morris. Good morning, Morris. How do you do? Morris has said he doesn't want to come this morning because he's feeling very depressed today, and he's also very angry. And part of him would just like to stay and keep that to himself. How are you today?
Se não fosse pelas enfermeiras, eu não estaria vivo na Terra, eu estaria morto. Mas graças à ajuda delas, eu estou aqui. Do contrário, eu estaria morto. E eu não vou para o inferno, porque poucos de nós irão. Jacques Cléo disse que Deus, quando fez o tempo, fez uma grande quantidade. E se você gosta de desperdiçar os minutos e os segundos, as horas, os dias e as noites, bem, assim seja. Mas eu não gosto de perder tempo. Eu não posso voltar ao passado e desfazer o que fiz. Eu disse terríveis mentiras. Fui levado ao desespero tentando engolir tudo e me tornei furioso. Mas eu sou normal. Eu sou são. Vocês têm suas casas para se libertar dos três. Eu tenho de suportá-lo dia e noite, a vida inteira.
Has anything brought this on, Morris? I mean, has anything horrible happened to you since we last saw you? Because you're in a very different mood this week.
Something went click while I was doing it, and I didn't go over to it, and the time got over, that's what it was about.
When I'm close on shore, there is a temperature about 3 degrees. When the ward is quiet, it's lovely, it's peaceful, it's relaxing. But when you've got a disturbed patient on the ward, then it gets to you and you've got to disappear somewhere, like music, or go for a run, or to the gymnasium or something like that. You have to do it, because it's mind-blowing, you know. It's terrible.
So we got a good thing going, a real good thing going, yeah, that girl and me.
I certainly feel society has a lot to answer for creating places like this. They sort of have wonderful fantasies about, well, people here must be in padded cells or in straitjackets or whatever. It's really to do with fear of the unknown, because they could be you or me, and particularly with society being in the state it is right now, a lot of the admissions we have are people who come in for social reasons. They can't cope.
So we got a good thing going, a real good thing going, yeah, that girl and me. 'Cause I don't have to ask, 'cause I know it's gonna last eternally. So we got a good thing going.
If Morris is feeling particularly upset or angry, that can pervade the whole session. And it then becomes very difficult to move the group away from that. And it also becomes important to acknowledge the mood that he's in.
They say it's hypomania, but I don't really like labeling. It's such a pleasant feeling, it's just something else. It's like you're on a different planet. I used to think that I was God. I thought I was God. Everyone was lower than I was. I was a perfect being, you know. very weird. It's just, it's weird. It's very weird.
Gave you my heart, gave you my soul. You left me alone here with nothing to hold.
Even when I had a little relapse, I still went up to music, whatever, you know. Still had it in my mind that there was music. It's like I hadn't lost all my marbles, you know. I still knew what was going on. I've actually found something that I enjoy. I enjoy singing, I enjoy playing the guitar, piano, whatever. I just enjoy it so much.
Much you can do when the feeling is gone.
I've worked with Adam now for just over a year. He's done the heavy therapy groups, as it were. He's done the getting in touch with his feelings, the very free music making. And what he wants to do now is to make music.
First they said I want you, mean how they really need you. Suddenly you find you're out there walking in a storm. When they know they have you and they really have you, nothing you can do or say. Got to leave, just get away. We all know the song.
On the outside, he looks a real toughie, but he's a real softie inside, and the sorts of stuff he likes to do are very slushy ballads. So that's what he does.
Yesterday's gone, and all I want is a smile.
Some of the group are very talented and their needs have to be met, and it's a constant frustration for me that they sometimes find it difficult to really be able to focus their music out of here. I mean, that's what we're really working towards, them being able to do music the other side of the wall.
Just like to get out, get married, have kids, have a job, the normal thing, really. I just want somewhere to live at the moment. That's all I'm asking for, just somewhere to live. And let the rest follow on after that. Can't say it forever.
Give me your love, oh yeah, give me your love.
A força da música. Narração de Paul McCartney. Da música. Narração de Paul McCartney.
Give me your love, oh yeah, give me your love. Well, there you are. I've always believed that making music is the best way, sometimes the only way of expressing what you really feel. It seemed to me that Michelle's young people, and her oldies too, were saying in music that all they really wanted was to find the road back into the ordinary world, the one the rest of us take so much for granted. Here's an amazing group of musicians who've already made that long and difficult journey.
Okay, let's hear what you're going to talk about.
They call themselves Special Jam, and they're all adults with learning difficulties. with Jan Wyatt to conduct them, they've discovered that what they can't say in words, they can say in music.
I like Tom the Pops as well. I like to tomorrow's rolls. I like the mastermind. There's some girl, and I'm a cup of coffee. That's a promotion round. Talk about this, and talk about that. Talk about music too. I'm gonna do a jump and ask Pauline what she's gonna talk about. When she goes for a cup of coffee. I'm gonna go and have a cup of tea.
The thing about the special jam is that they have been underestimated because we, as a society, we tend to look down on certain groups of people, and also not to look at what people can do, but to look at what they can't do.
Up on top, restaurant goes round.
You mean you had a cup of tea at the top of the telephone tower?
I did.
You fibber. Let's all go and a good old shilling whack. Talk about this, talk about that, talk about music too.
Water.
All right, Harvey?
Education blues. My head is turning round and round.
Harvey lived for many years in a subnormality hospital, and somebody suggested that he should come in here, and I thought he couldn't talk for about the first 3 months, and then a very, very tiny voice said, yes.
Ask me what I know, and I tell you. The sky is blue, the grass is green, the rain is wet. If you go walking in the rain, you'll get your face washed. The day is light, the night is dark, and in the morning the darkness goes, the light comes back, and it's the day.
Harvey's a person who has enormous courage about himself. He has a lot of ambitions about things that he might learn to do, plots his own learning, has become the person he is.
I like being on top of a bus. I can go to the post office in the Abbey and then going straight to the hostel after I've done shopping and that. I've been to the Festival Hall in the foyer and did a concert there for people during their lunch. And Jan was asked by the producer there to sign our first contract.
Because I've got a bit of news, information, concert date.
This, can I read you the bit of the letter that's important to us? Here we are. As we discussed,
Would Special Jam be interested in working for ArtLink this autumn? We're proposing 2 days' work with workshop sessions during each day, performances in the evening at the Hornpipe Arts Centre, Portsmouth. The workshop on one day could be aimed at the staff who work with adults with learning difficulties in the area, and the workshop on day 2 could be open to a range of interested groups and individuals. I'd be grateful if you could pass this letter on to the members of the Special Jam for their consideration. Possible dates would be the 3rd and 4th of November, or the...
They're friends. We go out and do gigs together, and we tease one another, and we have a laugh, and we also support and help one another. They're the people I communicate with.
Friday or Saturday. Well, now, what do you think? It's Portsmouth. Do we want to go and spend a couple of days in Portsmouth? It would mean 2 nights, wouldn't it?
Yeah.
2 days, 2 nights.
I don't want to go.
All right, Sid doesn't want to go. Can you tell us why, Sid?
Well, I don't want to stay for 2 days in Portsmouth.
Well, so what are you going to do about it?
Oh, nothing. I can't do anything about it.
What do you think these people are here for?
I don't want to go to 2 days Portsmouth till the weekend. I'm sorry. I don't want to. I've got to pack more of my clothes and all that.
Sid, if we want to go, right? But we've got packed clothes as well.
Yes.
You pack your clothes when you go on holiday, don't you?
People have to live with the consequences of the choices they make. And I think it's important that people can make their own choices and also have an opportunity to consider that together.
Yes.
Nobody's going to make you go, Sid.
No, of course not.
But what the band are actually saying is they'd like you to come.
Yes.
So will you think about it and discuss it with us?
Next Thursday.
Next Thursday, or in fact, we don't need to know until September, so you can think of it.
Yes.
What do you say, Bernard?
So we're not going to force him if he doesn't want to.
No, absolutely.
No.
It's up to you, but we'd like you to think about it.
Okay.
Okay? Okay, what are we doing next? We've got down... Simon has that marvellous musical quality. He never makes a sound which is unmusical. He's also taught other people via his music that he's got a lot of sensitivity and a lot of ideas. It's a marvellous feeling that you can stand up in front of an audience and to know that you have something to say and you can stand up there and say it and get the attention of people. You know you're somebody and you're a human being of worth.
For me, the incredible thing about Special Jam is that people who sometimes have difficulty with language can express themselves so well in music. It was a revelation to me that music therapy isn't just about unlocking feelings deep inside. It can have very useful, practical results. Finally, we meet a young man who could hardly put 2 words together until music therapy gave him new powers of speech. More than that, it brought to light the outstanding talent of David Rushbrook. "28 years old and educationally subnormal, he's lived with his Auntie Joyce for most of his life.
Over the years, David's worked to improve himself. He really has tried hard to pull himself up. And I thought, well, now's the time to find somebody that's going to help his voice, because he gets such enjoyment from singing. That's his whole life, is singing.
One day, well, I like to sing on television and came on from there. I'm trying to learn opera now. I'm becoming quite a good singer now.
Very good, David. I'd like to start, David, with the German song.
Yeah, okay then. David goes once a week to the Marylebone Music Therapy Unit, where he's being groomed to sing at a MenCap concert.
Right, David. Just, if you want to hold the words, fine. And what I'd like you to do is go through it once, from beginning to end, and then we'll start to work on it phrase by phrase. But just be very aware of keeping the jaw nice and relaxed and supporting. Okay?
His therapist, Margaret Lobo, a former opera singer, says David is one of the most rewarding pupils she's ever worked with.
David has blossomed. When David first came to me, I was aware that there was a very beautiful quality in his voice, something very special. And the first time he came to me and I introduced vocal technique to him, he knew that was what he wanted, to learn how to use the voice correctly. Very good. That's exactly how it should be. Good. Right? So support the top.
I'd like to do what Margaret did, and which is go in a big hall and sing. I do feel happy, I suppose. I don't really know, because I'm concentrating on singing more than my feelings. I just like it, it makes me feel nice. I can't read music. I hear more than read. I pick up the way Margaret does it and then copy it how she does it, really. I don't know why there's something in her that makes you feel different.
Now what I'd like you to do, can you sing that standing up? Yeah. And what I'd like you to do now is really perform the song and really put the meaning of the words across to everybody. Yeah? Okay. And you can hold on if you wish, darling. Right?
one of the things that I can do. I mean, one of the only things.
Happiness is our natural state, and you're going to bring, through your performance, you're going to project that happiness out to other people. And what you want to do is with your dignity, because you've got a lot of dignity, you stand with dignity, and you have a lot of inner stillness. I'd like you to now try to put that across in the song. And with this song, what we must do is start off at the right pace, not too slow. So listen very much to the accompaniment. And when you're there on the day, be very still while the accompanist is playing for you, and keep your eye contact directly ahead of you to your audience, right?
The key thing is you've got to keep listening.
Now what I'd like you to do, this is in preparation for the concert, I would like you to turn around and face your audience, and your audience is Patsy and Zoe, and your aunt is sitting here listening to, and this is the concert David's doing on Sunday the 15th, Zoe, and this is the song he's going to sing. Now, do you know the streets of London? Yes. When it comes to the chorus part, so how can you tell me you're lonely, we'll all join in, because they will be joining in on a day with David. So shall we just have a go at that? That's it. So your performance.
I'm afraid that when I'm not around, David will be completely on his own. And I feel that by singing, David will always have a friend. And if he sings really lovely, and it's a joy to listen to, they'll love David for David because he's got that talent.
Have you seen the old man in the closed down market, kicking up the papers with his worn out shoes? In his eyes you'll see no pride, and held loosely by his side yesterday's papers, telling yesterday's news. So how can you tell me you're lonely, and say for you that the sun don't shine? Let me take you by the hand and lead you through the streets of London. I'll show you something to make you change your mind. Have you seen the old man in the closed down market?
Good, David, that's enough. Now that shows you there's nothing wrong with the voice, even though you've had laryngitis all week.
Finished.
All right? You've got your torch?
Yep.
Very well, There you are. You look terrific, Alf. You got your pipe?
David's story has strengthened my belief that music has magical powers. Society was ready to reject him, and others like him, as less than normal. But his life has been transformed by the gift of music. It's a gift that belongs to all of us. because music is a universal language. It can give a voice to people who would otherwise never be heard.
Hold on, Leslie, I want to sort you out. Yeah, put your medals. Yeah. Right, how do you feel?
All right, yeah.
Good? You're full of confidence?
Yep.
Where's that comb? Where's your comb?
In my pocket.
Let's have it out then.
I feel confident, yeah.
You feel confident? Good.
I really am. I'm going to do it like you.
I know you are. I've got every confidence in you.
I'll do it.
We're all going to do it great. It's not so important as whether you're going to win, it's the fact that you're going to enjoy it.
We'll win.
We'll probably get through, yeah. Right, now let's have a look at you. All right, you look smashing. Now let's have a look at you. What are you doing, Leslie?
Who's going to open our second half for us has an appropriate kind of name. They're called Welcome. So that tells us exactly what we are. They come from Dagenham. And the star of the item is a young man called David Rushbrook. So will you come? So will you come with David and our Welcome Gateway Club out of Sadler's Wells to the streets of London?
For me on the stage because I was proud of all of them, but I didn't want to let everybody see that I was more proud of David. And I looked at him and I thought, you know, the years we've been working and what we've gone through, it was there. Today was the thing we've been working for, and he was marvellous. I love him. I love him. He's my life.